Okay, now let's look at a question based on the motion under gravity, vertical one-dimensional motion. The question is slightly tricky, but if you can work a little hard to solve the equations, you can get the answer. But if you know a short trick, then also you can know the answer to this question very easily. So if a ball is thrown vertically upwards with speed u, the distance covered during the last t seconds of its ascent is. The ball is going up, it will go up and at some point it will stop at the maximum height. So as it is going up during the last t seconds, what is the height covered? So 4 options are given over here. Try to solve this yourself first, pause the video here itself and mark your answer. Okay, alright, let's continue. I will tell you 2 methods of solving this question. The first one is a long method. So let's look at the method 1. So this is your ground, and from the ground the ball is going up, okay, and reaching a maximum height, let's say h. It takes time t, capital T, to reach the maximum height. So I will have 2 equations over here. My first equation will be the relation between height and initial velocity. So final velocity at the top will be 0. At the top final velocity is 0, so I can write down v square minus u square equal to 2ah, or 0 minus u square equal to 2 times acceleration is minus g, acceleration is downwards, correct, g downwards, so we put minus g into h. So I obtain h equal to u square divided by 2g. This is the equation that I will be using. Okay, now I have one more equation related to the time capital T. So final velocity minus initial velocity equal to at, 0 minus u equal to minus g times capital T. So we obtain from here that t will be u divided by g. This is the second equation that I will be using to solve my question. Okay, now the question says the distance covered in the last t seconds. So suppose I take this position. So this much height is covered in t seconds. Okay, so how much time will be taken to cover this height? It will be taking t minus small t. Okay, this is taking small t seconds, so this will take what? Total time minus small t. Okay, then I have to find first this height, small h. If I know the value of this height, small h, then I can find easily the remaining height. It will be h minus small h. So let's find small h. That's very easy. So small h will be equal to u times t minus t plus a by 2 times square. So a will be minus g by 2 times t minus small t whole square. Okay, so this will be equal to ut minus ut minus g by 2 t square plus t square minus 2 tt. So h will be equal to ut minus small ut minus gt square by 2 minus g small t square by 2 plus gtt. This is what you will get. Okay, now let's combine them together. So ut minus gt square by 2, okay, minus u small t minus g small t square by 2 plus, for this term I replace capital T. So capital T will be replaced using the equation number 2. So I will get g times capital T will be u by g into t. Now if you see something over here, g will get cancelled out. Okay, then minus ut and plus ut will get cancelled out. Alright, so second thing over here, this term u capital T minus g capital T square by 2 is what? It is the total height covered in the time capital T. So total height covered will be what? h equal to, this term will be capital H minus g small t square by 2. Okay, so from here I can write down that h minus small h will be gt square by 2. This is what I had to calculate actually, right? The remaining height covered in the last t seconds. So the answer will be g small t square by 2. So the correct answer is option A. Now let's solve this using method number 2. So method 2 involves making use of a concept that, so let's first draw the trajectory. Okay, it's going up over here and it is reaching this capital height h in time capital T. This is the height small h, and the time taken to go from this point, let's call it A, to the point B. Time to go from A to B is how much? Small t, correct? So when you are coming back downwards, okay, at the highest point, at point B, at B, your velocity is 0, therefore time to go from B to A will also be same. So time to go from A to B will be equal to time to come back from B to A. If you throw an object upwards, the time it takes to go up is equal to the time it takes to come down. Okay, so from A to B time is small t, from B to A also time is small t. So for this downward trajectory we can easily calculate the height. Let's call this height as L. So L can be easily calculated. Now we are coming downwards, G is also acting downwards. So I can easily write that L equal to initial velocity, that is 0. You are coming downward, G is in direction of motion. So plus gt square by 2. So this is equal to simply gt square by 2. A very short and sweet solution. Okay.